guys, welcome back to Vlogmas Day 4. If you're new here, welcome, and if you already watched me, welcome back. As you can see from today's video, we're doing kind of like a Q&A life update where I just want to talk to you guys, and I have a few questions that I just kind of like thought of and wrote down. I'm just going to be answering some questions and just really talking to you guys, opening up, and just talking to you guys like I would be on FaceTime with my best friend talking. Just, you know, I feel like everyone needs on their channel just videos of just them just being real and just opening up. So here is mine. I have some questions here, and some of them are: what made you choose where you're moving to? You know, what's my future goals, my biggest accomplishments? So question number 1: what made me choose Houston to move to? So if you guys didn't know, I know in a few videos ago I said I don't know if I was going to mention where to you guys that I was moving, but yes, I am moving to Houston, Texas. When we first got into the process of even deciding we were going to move out of state, we looked at a few different states. Of course, we looked at Florida because that is where me and my boyfriend met. That's where his family is. I love Florida. So that was always like an option. We started looking at a lot of different places. We started looking at Atlanta. We looked at Vegas. We looked at Seattle. We looked at Dallas a little bit, and then we started looking at Houston. At that point of time, we were kind of just like trying to find out the pros and cons of each place and just where we would enjoy most. It kind of really came down to the two options being Florida and Houston. I feel like Houston is a super good city for what we want to do. It's good for YouTubers, it's good for young families, young couples. There's so many opportunities in Houston that we can chase that we cannot chase here. So yeah, that's kind of why I chose Houston. Along the video, I do want to elaborate more on just why I feel like I outgrew this state so much and outgrew the people here. And the next question, it's going to be my biggest accomplishment for 2023. 2023 was probably one of the hardest years of my entire life, and that even just sounds crazy saying out loud, but I went through a lot this year, and I don't feel like I'm ready 100% to explain why yet, but eventually I will be. I could just tell you this, that my parents did get divorced. So that is one major thing that just went on this entire year. And that's why I feel like I kind of stepped away from this channel, and I kind of stepped away from my couple channel with my boyfriend. That was my first YouTube channel, and that is why we did take kind of a YouTube break, or if that's what you want to call it. I feel like I really just had to put my mental health as number one, as should anybody, especially content creators. When you're doing social media, I feel like you have to put your mental health as first. That has to come first before anything. So yeah, as tough as this year was, I completed one of the biggest goals that I've set for myself. And I said it probably when I was 14. Ever since I was 14, I said I wanted to become a YouTuber. I just didn't know like when. It was always like, I want to become a YouTuber in the future, but I have no idea when. I have no idea when to start, what to do to start. I was just clueless when it came to like starting. So yeah, my goal has always been to make YouTube my job, make social media my job, and I did get monetized on 2 different platforms, one being YouTube in this year of 2023. I feel like that is just a crazy goal to even just think of that I did, and I'm so proud of myself, but I feel like it kind of just went right over my head because of everything that was going on, that I feel like that kind of like dimmed it. But now that I just like think about it, like wow, earlier this year I did complete a crazy goal, and it's just crazy because it's like once you complete one goal, it's really just on to the next. I think that was probably one of my biggest accomplishments of this year. The next one would be moving to a different state and city, which I will do before this year's over. I'd say those 2 things would be my 2 biggest accomplishments of 2023. This question kind of ties into the last question, with it being, what are my plans for 2024? And guys, I have a lot of plans for 2024, especially just because we are ending out this year in our new apartment, in a new city, in a new state. I feel like the plans for 2024 are just like crazy, y'all, crazy. We have, like, I feel like me and my boyfriend have been waiting just for us to get this apartment for so long, and I feel like we've put certain stuff when it comes to content back because we were just like waiting to get this apartment. Like, we want to do certain videos, but we're always like, oh, we should do that for the apartment. So it's like we have so much content for you guys between our channel itself and this personal channel of mine, and just like my other social medias as well as my TikTok and stuff, I feel like we have so much content. I feel like content is our #1 goal of 2024. I really just want to become the content creator that I have always seen myself becoming. I feel like I've seen a little glimpse of it here. I've done as much as I feel like I wanted to while living in Rhode Island. Like I said, I feel like this door has now closed of me being here, and a new one in Houston is opening. I feel like us moving to Houston is opening up so many other doors for us, and one of them is being like to really just be content creators and do YouTube heavy. So I feel like that's one thing that you guys can expect from me, and I promise you guys that like you can expect so much content. I'm literally gonna put my 100% into content, because this truly has been one of my goals literally since I was 14 years old, and I'm gonna be 23 tomorrow. Wow, that's crazy. Almost 9 years of having this goal, and I feel like 2024 I'm really just gonna like do it. So moving on to the next question, why do I want to move out of Rhode Island so bad? If you guys have been watching me from the jump, you know I absolutely hate the state that I live in, that I was born in, that I grew up in, and it is Rhode Island. It's the smallest state in the whole entire country. So many people always ask me like, oh, why do you hate Rhode Island so much? And there's just so many reasons. I feel like I've outgrown this state so much. Just feel like there's no room to grow here for what I want to do. It could be perfect for another person, but for me and my life, I just feel like it doesn't align with what I want to do in my life. It doesn't align with my goals, neither does it my boyfriend. I just feel like there's very little opportunity to grow in the social media world living here, and I feel like it doesn't have to be like that, but just as one thing, like collaborations is definitely something I would be interested in doing, but it's like, who does YouTube in Rhode Island? But if you look at Houston, there's a million other YouTubers to collab with. And that's only just one small reason. There's so many other reasons that go into it. I'm just not happy here. I haven't been happy here in a while. That's literally why I originally met my boyfriend, is because I moved to Florida alone at 20, because of how bad I wanted to get out of this state. I just don't like the people here. I don't like the city. There's nothing fun to do to me. There's people who love Rhode Island and there's people who hate Rhode Island, and I am one of the people who hate Rhode Island, and I cannot wait to get out of this state. So the next question is the hardest part about being a content creator. Some of you may not know on what I do exactly. I do YouTube on this account. This is my personal page. I do YouTube with my boyfriend on a couple page. I also have channels that don't even show my face, that nobody knows about, that it's even me behind the account. I do TikTok. I kind of stopped posting on Instagram really, because I feel like Instagram is super hard to grow without like growing from another platform first. But I would say the hardest part about being a content creator is like people just hating on you. And before, people hating on me or not supporting me used to get me so mad, but now I really don't care, especially if you're hating, because if you're sitting behind a screen talking about someone doing what they love or doing something that makes them happy, and you're sitting there hating them, while watching them, like, what are you doing with your life? I just don't understand hate comments. I don't understand like the troll pages. I don't understand that. If you do not like someone, why are you wasting your valuable time watching them? It's always just like blown my mind, because I could just never claim to not like somebody and watch their every move. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. One of the hardest parts, and the other hardest part for me in the beginning, was just seeing familiar faces not supporting me. Like just seeing you post a video and all your friends or family just like not clicking it or not liking it, or just like kind of thinking it's a joke when it's your goal, just used to get me so mad. But honestly, like, I've grown out of that. I literally do not care. I don't care who hates on me. I don't care who doesn't believe in it. I don't care who doesn't think I'm gonna grow from it. I literally do not care, because it's not your life. I'm not doing it. So yeah, why should you care about something that doesn't affect you or is not your life? Just doesn't make sense to me. Something that I've dealt with already. Like I said, it doesn't really bother me anymore, but that's something that used to bother me a lot in the beginning of being a content creator. But yeah. Now for the next question, the most rewarding part of being a content creator. I would say for me, it feels like every single time I drop a video or anything that I'm like fulfilling my childhood dream in a way. Like when I say I wanted to start YouTube since 14, like I'm not exaggerating. Like I knew at 14 years old, like one day I'm going to be behind a camera and, you know, be posting on YouTube. So I feel like every single time I post, every single time I get a new subscriber, every time I get a new comment, it literally just like fulfills something. I don't know, it just fulfills something. Like, I just get so happy. That's why I literally never let my views affect me, because I have videos with 40 views and I have videos with 6 million views. So it's like nothing really bothers me. And of course the people around you are going to be like, oh my god, you only got 40 views on that, but you're not going to talk about the video that I got 6.5 million on. Right, and now this video, I wanted to start doing a series of just like mental health check-ins and genuinely just ask my supporters or people who watch me, how are you guys doing? Because mental health is so important. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. So that's what I want to start doing, is just doing little mental health check-ins with my supporters. So make sure you guys comment down below how you're doing, or feel free to message me if you're not doing good and you need some advice. One thing about me, I always try to answer all my supporters, all my DMs, everything. I always try to answer you guys, especially from my TikTok. Y'all be going crazy in the DMs from my TikTok, and I love it so much. Here's your reminder that things will get better. I promise. I was so depressed this year, literally so depressed this year, and I feel like I'm finally starting to come out of it. So yeah, I hope everyone else is as happy going into this December Christmas magical season as I am. I hope everyone's ending this year off on a positive note, or finishing a goal like I am. If you're not finishing a goal, at least work towards it. Do something to work towards the big goal at the end. I know everybody has goals, everybody has different goals, so just make sure every single day that you're doing something that goes towards that goal. If you guys like this video where it's just real raw conversation, make sure you guys let me know and give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, tomorrow is my birthday, so I will be posting some birthday content for y'all for the next few days. Yeah, it's just crazy. This is the end. This is the last day of me being a 22-year-old. 22 was a crazy one, but one thing about it, I learned so much. Yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing night. I hope you guys have an amazing day if you're watching this during the day. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow on my birthday. Thank you so much for watching.